Hardcore is very personal to me. I first got involved with it at the age of 9. Actually, I was in the 4th grade. I got involved with hardcore to basically like escape domestic violence and a lot of emotional abuse in my household, and you know, to join a community of kids to escape the basically the judgment of society and about being different and all this stuff. I finally found a group of misfits and fucked up kids that I could actually like relate to.
I remember my first show, my friend Aiden took me to see this Richmond band, Avail, and it was scary. It was so scary, but I didn't know what to do. I just followed Aiden around the whole time, and I just followed him in, and people were jumping on me, and I got hurt, and I got hit, and I just like got drenched in sweat, and just, it was the most fun show I've ever been to, the most fun thing I've ever done in my life, and I guess, I don't know, I couldn't get enough after that.
Minor Threat was like the first hardcore band I ever listened to. I listened to it, and I listened to the song "In My Eyes," and it was like the lyrics, like it was like the same shit that I thought all the time about, like walking around in school, like seeing people. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's exactly what I think. And I was like, oh, this is it.
Kids in hardcore are in hardcore primarily because they're upset or they're frustrated, or they don't have any other social network that they really belong to.
All of my friends I've met through, you know, the association. Like, I've met them at shows, I've met them hanging out with other hardcore kids. The community is really important to me because, I mean, I was always like a weird kid. Like, I hung out with the mildly autistic kid who ate his boogers before, and like, no one liked me, but I don't know, even being a girl, I do find like acceptance here, and it's a good outlet too. I don't know, what don't I like about it?
Through hardcore should be a door, you know, at least it was for me, to open my mind to, like, you know, vegan activism or social activism, social politics, all these different things, positive, you know, a positive way of living.
I think hardcore is considered to be far left or radically political because when you're involved in hardcore, you have to believe in something. You can't believe in nothing. You believe in straight edge, you believe in veganism, you believe strongly in sometimes right-wing politics. There's a lot of hardcore kids that believe in you know, pro-life, you know, they're staunchly pro-life, or there's certain conservative values, or, you know, staunchly leftist, but just the term hardcore means that you believe that ultimately, totally, that you would fight for it, that you would debate for it, that you would, you know, do anything for that belief.
Innately, punk rock and hardcore is against the mainstream, whether it's politically, religiously, or even as far as fashion is concerned. Pop culture traditionally dictates mass culture. And the great thing about punk rock and hardcore is that it sets itself apart in every sense of the way.
Hardcore was sort of birthed out of a turbulent time, and it's angry kids And yeah, violence is a big part of it.
Where else are you gonna find a group where everyone's pissed off and everyone's mad? Of course, like, there's gonna be fights and stuff. Of course, like, you know, you got a bunch of people who are socially awkward, just crammed into a room, and they're slamming into each other. Yeah, there's gonna be a couple fights. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a, pretty frequent thing at shows, but it's pretty cool and it's quite acceptable and fun. That's the thing. It's not really violent or violence. It's really just fun.
It's controlled.
Yeah, it's controlled violence. It's fun and it doesn't really hurt.
Change my state of mind to have fun. I can be myself and not harm my body in the process.
That straight edge is the most important decision I've ever made in my life. And you know, a lot of people get involved in straight edge. I know I did when I was younger. Because you know, there's things you hate. You know, you like hate frat boy culture. You hate, you know, family members who've gotten involved with all that stuff, and you're rebelling against those sort of things. But after a while, it becomes this part of you, and you know, through that with straight edge, it's like the first step in reaching your goals, because you're not wasting your time getting fucked up. You're not wasting your time like spending all your energy being like, what am I gonna do this weekend? How am I gonna get beer? How am I gonna get wasted? How am I gonna do this? You know, you don't get consumed with bar culture. You know, because nothing productive is gonna come out of being drunk or being high. So for me, you know, straight edge really became that first step to doing those things I want to do with my life. You know, whether it be, for me, it's like playing in bands, you know, doing music. For other people, it's booking shows. For other people, it's doing art. For some people, it's, you know, whatever.
The best thing about DIY is that for the people who can relate to it, it allows you to pretty much do anything as far as, you know, doing a band, doing a show, booking a tour, doing a record label, doing a magazine. You know, you don't have to wait for someone else to do something for you. You're taking everything into your own hands. You are setting your own rules, you're setting your own standards, you're setting your own limitations. You are, you know, essentially your own boss. Whereas in the mainstream, you know, as far as just in terms of music, you are constantly going to be answering to people. You're not in control of your art or your expression.
I think that ultimately, like, the two subcultures that like are really influential with like youth fashion and things like that and trends like that are the hip hop scene and the punk scene. So I think that like the way we dress now and the way like popular kids or mainstream kids dress now is like completely like influenced by, you know, the way the New York hardcore and hip hop kids did in like the late 80s.
Only because I'm a little bit religious and I like Mother Teresa. But as far as like I hope it's worth it, that's a straight edge tattoo. And my friend Jared that passed away, but pretty much it comes with the scene getting tattooed. My first one was when I was 18. I got a Dropkick Murphys called MOF in there. That's Meeting of Family. It's a skinhead crew on Long Island, New York City. In the back of my legs, I got 2 X's because I'm straight edge. And,
you wouldn't have gotten this had you not been hardcore.
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't even know what straight edge is if it wasn't for hardcore music and punk rock.
I don't think I would have ever had them had I not been in hardcore. It's not that it's just like the cool thing to do and all the kids you saw before you had them. It's just like, in ways, it's like a rite of passage. Like you learn to love something, you learn, you know, there's a band you care about, a message they speak, and you want it printed on you forever, and you want people to see that. You know that's how you feel. So when I came through, you know, it's just a message that hardcore gave me. I want it on me forever. This one, True Till Death. It's about straight edge till death. Yeah, that's the most important one to me. Is my True Till Death tattoo. It's about being straight edge, and I would never have been straight edge if it weren't for hardcore.
Our subculture is hardcore and rock. It's not only something that we are in just to be tough or have an image or prove ourselves, but to like prove that we believe in something different than the rest of society.